we're starting. And hello, everybody! Welcome back to Violet Mania Tournament. Here we have now in the winners semifinals match right now between two top players that have been performing very well from the start of qualifiers, and now here we are as we see these two players meeting up with each other in this winners semifinals. I am Porcus Great. Joining with me is not Sparky, but very also great commentator I enjoy commentating with. Alaska Els from Philippines, how are you doing? Kamusta na kayo?
Kamusta kayo lahat? Considering that Arcat is from the Philippines, gotta support them as well. But you know, if you're friends or if you're from the same country as Logan636, you better support them. And from everyone who's not in these countries, just support both of these players, you know?
I mean, I really could care less about the American players, if I'm going to be honest. I like to keep it equal because, to be fair, I've been commentating in the Philippines, so there's also that part of me that feels somewhat biased towards like the Philippines, and I want Philippines to do very well as well.
I'm gonna say this both of these players are people who I know personally. That one is the main reason why I think it's going to be difficult to choose a side. Let's just keep it equal. Like I just said, both of these players really amazing. No biases here. We will be supporting all the players that are going to be here throughout the journey.
Yep, as we mentioned, Arcat is taking on Logan636, Logan from America. As you mentioned, Arcat from the Philippines. Very different time zone for both of these players. But regardless of the time zones, it is very interesting to see how these players have gotten to the winner semifinals. For Arcat, one thing in common for Logan and Arcat is before the quarterfinals, neither of them have given up more than 2 points in each of their first 3 matches, but in their winners quarterfinals, they've been taken to the limit. Logan636 came off from a win against Slurk, and Arcat narrowly came off from a close win against Sun Apple, which for Arcat, consistency was a key factor in him winning the match, because I did mention in the previous match that I did commentated with Sparky that Arcat's consistency was the difference maker in defeating Sun Apple, who had the better ratio, but unfortunately it is also a consistency game. So it is going to be interesting to see how these two players will take on each other, because both of these players came off from perhaps their toughest challenges yet, and now both players are taking on each other, and so it is going to be 100% expected that both of these players will be taken absolutely to the limit.
That's true. Well, I'm just gonna say it now. Logan's actually the one who's missed more in this case, in this map at least. But it seems like if we were to look at raw act, who's going to have the advantage? I don't think it's gotta be Logan, because the accuracy. Oh, actually, right now we see some dots for Arcat, but that miss from Logan should probably give the lead more to Arcat.
But then again, this is the warm-ups. Warm-ups are just are just a way for these players to just get themselves awakened for the upcoming maps that we see here. There is a lot at stake, at least for this winner semifinals match. Even regardless of whoever loses, they will not be eliminated. But whoever wins will make the podium for the Violet Mania tournament. Murasaki no Taiketsu. So no matter what, whoever wins will guarantee themselves a top 3 finish, regardless of how they'll do in the finals or grand finals week.
Both of these players must really want it. Those misses from Logan is going to be painful, because even if you have the ACK advantage, it's gonna favor the one with the higher combo, and that is Arcat right now. But I don't think the maps are gonna be this difficult yet.
Yep. But I mean, this is I mean, this is a pretty tough warm-up map that we're seeing from these players playing in right now. But regardless of it, I mean, it's going to be interesting, as I believe, you know, the map pools for this finals is going to...
Wait a minute. That's true, that's true. Keep up.
It's going to definitely benefit both of the players here with these war-ups that they play. But the question is who's going to be more consistent. I mean, as you said, even though Logan did came off from not so much of a tough battle against Flurk, Arcat did came off from a pretty tough battle against Sun Apple. But one thing for sure, Arcat did have like the better performance than Logan. So in terms of like how I predict it's gonna go, it might slightly favor Arcat, but for Logan's case, I mean, I feel like he would be a bit more well rested, but the problem is that it is also late night where he lives right now, so it could be possible that he could be tired, but as it stands, with the rolls, Logan will win the rolls 76-69. My goodness, Arcat will roll to 69.
Oh man, oh. That's nice, I guess. So it does seem like Logan won the roll. Alright, so Logan won the roll.
Yeah,
so Dolphin Talk, okay. That's a good protect, in my opinion.
Yeah, a good protect for Logan. Dolphin Talk being the LN3 being protected. We did see that map in the previous match with Sun Apple and P-Dog4D. But it is now Arcat's turn to make protect right now. So with this in mind, Arcat's strategy, I know I think he's not going to protect the SB because he knows that Logan is he's anticipating that Logan was going to ban the SB map one way or another. But we did see P-Dog4D banning August, which Sparky did anticipate is going to be the map that everybody is probably going to ban, so but Arcat's going to with Super Reactor. So that's Hyper 2.
Wait a minute. Wait, so, I think it's gonna be ordered though. So I do think Arcat should be the one banning because Logan was the one who protected first.
Yeah, Logan protected first, which was LN3. Hybrid 2 was protected by Arcat, so Arcat is now up to pick the first ban for this match. Now, if I were Logan, especially how really insane Arcat is at SB, I would rather ban the SB map just to not give Arcat a guaranteed gimme. But I mean, I'm not one to judge because I have never seen Logan play at all, so I don't know how good he's with SB or like any of the maps. But I mean, since he is the 4th seed, I would expect that he is one of the top players to watch out for this tournament in particular. And there's some slight confusion between the players, so the referee Sust is just reminding everyone how the protects advance is going to go. But
just for a clarification, it's protect. So Logan's gonna protect first, right? And Arcat will be protecting second. But that will mean that Arcat is going to ban first.
And Arcat will ban Rice 2 on Man of Love.
Wait, Arcat, your ban? That is Arcat's ban.
Yeah.
Logan's ban now.
Yeah.
I think Logan's gonna ban an SD, I think, or maybe even one of the hybrids.
No, I believe it's going to be a SB.
Because I don't know, Logan's really good at SV though. Like that's the thing. You should not underestimate Logan's SV capabilities.
Yep. Alrighty. But as it stands here, we are waiting on Logan to choose. I mean, if what you said is true, maybe he might lean towards the hybrid ban. But I would be surprised if he would ban Rice, and it's going to be Endeavor, which is going to be Rice 3, so a Rice map. So 2 Rice maps is going to be banned, Rice 2 and 3.
Well, that's interesting.
Yep. So with this in mind, we are now getting over to the picks right now. It is going to be Logan's up to pick, and it's going to be VNK first off. So we're going to start with a hybrid map.
I find it interesting that despite knowing that Arcat is probably the best SV player in the whole tournament, there will be no SV bans.
Yeah, so 2 SV maps is going to be up. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I think Arcat should be happy that both SV maps are available. So it does give Arcat a bit more of a variety to choose from into his comfort zone. But as we get into VNK, this is Hybrid 3. This is a 2-minute 8-second map, the shortest hybrid map in this semifinals map pool, with 172 BPM and an OD of 7.5. So this is going to be interesting, as we do see Arcat with not a great ideal start, but this does happen at the start. So an opportunity for Arcat to catch up. And as we get
drop.
Well, we'll be having another commentator with us. It's gonna be, how do you say this? Ufi? Just say Ufi.
Yeah, it's going to be Ufi.
Yes. Right. So
I mean, I don't see
we can
him.
see that Arcat dropped some 200s there.
Yeah, that's very fortunate. That's another 200 drop. Logan with a 0.20% lead, which is pretty big in the small scale, but in the grand scheme of things, this is not too much. Any drops from Logan is going to make Arcat have the lead.
Yeah, it's surprising to see Arcat not having an ideal start, but then again, this is Logan's pick right here, so Logan does feel very comfortable with this map to start things off, and it's really showing, maintaining with a 99.74% accuracy right here. But again, both of these players are capable. I mean, unfortunately, are going to have to break at some point. So it's going to be interesting to see which player will break first. But Arcat's been very good with consistency, even with those 200. So I wouldn't want to count out Arcat just yet.
It's true, but those 200s have been the killer here. Logan is able to capitalize on that, but any drops on Logan's side is going to give the lead to Arcat undoubtedly, but I do not think that's happening. We're at an easier part, and it does seem like Logan is going to take the first point on VNK.
Yep, so that's... As we get into this final Rice section here with those streams, that's just going to be it. Logan636 will take the first point of this match by just barely over 9,000 points. You can see with the ratio being such a huge difference, and even with those 200s, I don't think it would make a difference for Arcat, or probably could have, but it would be slightly even more closer. But as is the case right now, it is going to be Arcat's turn to pick now. Just remember with the semifinals rules, it is best of 11 first to 6. So with this in mind now, Arcat is up to choose a map.
And probably Arcat is going to pick SV, maybe for his points.
Yeah, you kind of have to choose SV. I agree with Ufi's pointer because SV's...
and he picks right.
Okay.
Oh, what? Alright.
Okay, to be fair, I know that it's going... I think, it's also a very interesting strategy to begin things off with maps that is somewhat out of your comfort zone. So for Arcat's case, I mean, I did see this with his match against Sun Apple last weekend, where he was trying to risk with those Rice maps that wasn't really his even he would admit in the IRC chat he wasn't feeling 100% confident, but did pay off very well. So I wouldn't be surprised if Arcat is able to take this point against Logan to make it 1-1. And assuming if Arcat does well on the maps other than Rice hybrids or L blends, assuming if Arcat can get up to 3 or 4 points, he could just go with SBs just as like a safe point. So it's a pretty smart strategy, I believe, for Arcat, but only time will tell to see how the match will progress.
Alright, so far, both players' accuracy is still compared neck to neck. The lead is also back to back to each other's.
Yeah, both players are holding at 99.80% accuracy. It is slightly favoring towards Arcat's favor right here, but the score is still flickering. But we do see an act drop from Logan, however, now down to a 99.60 now, and we're seeing another act drops from Logan, probably hit a 200 or something.
I actually saw 100 in some of the bursts, and that's really, really unfortunate. But the thing is, double FC in the lobby. Oh, but Arcat's gonna drop a 200 there. 3,000 point lead for Arcat. That is not too significant. Anything can still happen.
2.8k in favor of Arcat as these players are taking a slight break right now. I believe this is the first time we're seeing this map being played on stream for the first time. I did not see this map was being played though in the last match, so interesting to see how this map will go as we are near the final quarter of the map.
My god, it's so close right now. Arcat drop a 200 there.
Arcat with another 200. Now the lead is slightly heading towards in Logan's favor. This is getting really close right now. The lead is just flickering all over again. Accuracy is slightly in favor of Arcat, but both of these players cannot afford to hit any more 300s right now. Oh my goodness, and it's going to be Arcat. Wait a minute, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not yet. Oh! Oh my goodness.
What in the world?
Oh my goodness! By 100 points!
That 100 decided the whole thing.
Oh my goodness! By 100 points, and yes, as you said it, Celesca Ellis, it is by that 100 that Logan made during the first half of the map. That was the difference maker. Arcat, just like with the previous match, just narrowly survived, and it's his consistency game as well that it was just slightly better than Logan's. And with that, though, we are going into Logan's Protect. It is going to be Ellen Dree right now. Dolphin Talk. My goodness.
So this is gonna be the third song in this match. Both player has the same points for now.
Yep, Dolphin Talk. This is 3 minutes, 10 seconds long with a BPM of 110 with the OD of 6. There are some really tricky releases, which is why the OD is so low, but does give players that cushion to play around with.
That's true, but like a map like this it's not physically hard, but it forces your finger independence to be tested. And I do think that when it comes to maps like this, you really need to make sure that you're able to hold those short LNs while able to hold the longer ones. And I think that's where both of these players excel on, especially players like Logan, though. That is Logan's main strong suit, and that is why they are protecting an LN pick.
But we are seeing with Arcat holding a slight lead in terms of accuracy over Logan636 right now. But this is a 3 minute 28 second map, pretty long map, so not only is it going to be tested on finger independence and also with like the trickiness of those releases, but it is going to be tested with stamina as well. And I believe this was the first map that one of the first few maps that SunApple and P-Dog49 did play, and it really does show that the
Arcat drop here. Arcat drop, so the lead is going to be Logan's.
That's true, but it's very small. this essentially forces Logan to play at their absolute best because any mistake will give Arquette the lead. And you absolutely cannot afford to do that if you are Logan. Especially that this is your protect and you're absolutely supposed to win on those points.
Yep, but we are seeing that Arquette is still at striking distance against Logan636. I mean, these notes are really difficult to hit, but both of these players are handling very well. It's just that Logan is able to hit it a lot more accurately, but so it's going to still be slightly in favor for Logan. But we are now halfway into this map right now.
Right, so this is the half of the song and it's still leading Logan. The lead is still on Logan's and Arquette probably starting to gain a bit by a bit.
Yeah, as we get into this, oh, go ahead.
No. Okay, so since you said that already, I'm just gonna state that even if, let's say, Arquette increases that, as long as Logan stays in the accuracy range, nothing's gonna happen.
I mean, all I could say is that Logan just cannot afford to drop any more accuracy if he wants to make it 2-1 in favor of him. Arquette is dropping some accuracy right now. Logan maintaining a 99.75%, which is very, very impressive. But we are now less than a quarter of the map to go. But this finish is what really going to matters right here as to who will take the next point.
I think this is Logan's PB around that. Logan's absolutely killing it right now. What were you saying, Upi?
Yeah, this is going to be Logan's points. As we can see here, Logan's doing pretty good and Arquette just dropped by a bit.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
Logan 101 points away. Score away from 992k, which is really, really good.
Yeah, the 2x200 really killed it for Logan. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a PB. I can't believe it. 986 on a map like this is insane. Like for 2020 MWC standards, that's amazing.
Yep, and oh my gosh, Arquette sight read the whole map. That is something that is very, very, very impressive for someone who just sight read, which is unbelievable. Arquette with a very respectable good score as well, and Arquette's gonna go with the SB, so a pretty interesting choice. But this is going to get, maybe Arquette just doesn't feel confident with picking with the other maps yet. But I mean, Arquette being competitive and LND just only shows that it's going to be interesting to see how he will perform in the other Rice hybrids and LM maps. But Memory Forest, this was P-Dog4nice's Protect that we did not see in the match. But so this is going to be the first time we will be showing this map in competition on stream for the first time. So Memory Forest, this is 2 minutes 17 seconds long with a BPM of 178 with OD of 8. So we are getting, so the OD is going to increase by 2. So timing is going to be not very crucial, but still crucial that you cannot really take it very lightly compared to the last map that we see.
So right now, SV, this is something that Arquette is, of course, well known for. But at the same time, I know Logan is a really good SV player himself as well. Though, if I have to choose between these two, I will definitely think Arquette is the better player in terms of the skill set.
Yep. But I mean, in the last map I see, Sunapple did kind of give Arquette a run for his money on the SP map that everybody have seen last week. So if Sunapple kind of give Arquette a run for his money is somewhat close, imagine what I am imagining what Logan could do with SP, but Logan did drop a 200 right there. So this is going to give Arquette some cushion to work with, as this is a pretty short map. as we are almost near the halfway point right here. And as we see the long note break right here, giving some players time to really rest up their fingers and to warm themselves up for the next part. And here they are executing with those Ellen patterns very well, with those teleports. I believe that's what's it called.
Yeah, it's a teleport SV.
And as we are waiting for a client to load up again, we do see Arcat maintaining a 99.81% accuracy. Just like, what the heck?
Yeah, that act is so impressive. 99.4 is also really good though. But losing that accuracy to 99.7 is wow.
Yeah, but as we are near the final quarter of the map to go, Arcat is still holding up very well, maintaining a 99.79% accuracy. And I believe even with that, even if Arcat actually breaks, it's not going to be enough for Logan to catch up, realistically speaking. And that is just going to be it. Arcat with a 993K with the V1 double S by Arcat.
Of course, Arcat V1 double S is it. He's really, really good at SV.
Arcat, the SV legend, showing everyone just why he is very well known in the SV department. But Logan is absolutely wasting no time. And it's going to be Saikai. So we're going back into the LNs. This is an even longer LN map that we are seeing here. Yeah, the node patterns for Saikai is especially tricky if I see with the previous patch. So I believe this is a even ground for both of these players. This could be anyone's game right now. Consistency is going to be the key, which I believe, so far I still think Arcat has a slight advantage over Logan. But so far, neither of these players have actually break so far. So it is going to be interesting to see how well this map will go for these players. And here we go as we are waiting for the map to load up. And here we go. Logan maintaining 100% for the first 5 seconds, but now dropping down.
See, this is one LN map that I think Logan is gonna really do good on. But at the same time, judging by the map, it does seem like Arcat is able to hold on. But with his reaction in the chat a while ago, I think Arcat is a little bit unconfident with a pick like this.
Yep, but so far, both of these players are doing very well, but Arcat did just drop a 200 right there, so the lead
that's a lot of 200s actually.
Oh man, this is not looking good for Arcat's similar performance that we see from P-Dog for me, but Arcat isn't completely out of the picture yet. I still think Arcat is at a striking distance, only will depend on how Logan's gonna perform for this map in particular. As we get into this big part right here, both players are doing very well. Arcat's improving his accuracy right now. Well, I did see Arcat dropping another 200, but Logan's accuracy is slightly dropping, however.
He's gonna say this, alright? Yes, Logan did drop accuracy, but that's still really high compared to 99.6.
Yep. As we are getting into now the map did kind of tone down for a bit, giving some players some time to rest up before the next big part. But as the map will progress, it's going to get even more tougher. So I do think this is still anyone's game right here. And yeah, I mean, Logan actually improving his accuracy up to 99.80%. This is actually remarkable. And you know, it's go ahead. It's very impressive. It's very impressive to see, like, you know, players at this stage improving their accuracies just when, like, they're they messed up on, like, a note, like getting like a chain of 300s or 200s or 100s or 50s, you know.
It is true, and man, I'm just seeing Arcade drop some 200s. That is not helping at all. Logan, on the other hand, 19.8 still after that after this 10 section. Wow, that lead is going to continue to increase until a drop happens, which is not going to be the case given how stable Logan's UR is right now.
Yeah, and you can also just see, like, so far, neither of these players have actually break yet. This is remarkable. We are like 5 maps in and neither of these players have break. This is really, really impressive. As we are getting into see these LN streams right here and these bursts, this is where Sun Apple and P.49 did kind of struggle, and Logan did drop a 200. This is getting really close right here. We are now into the final part. This is where, like, for Logan's and Arcad's fingers, this is where, like, the stamina of their fingers is going to feel some sort of fatigue right here. But yet, so far, they're still holding on to their FCs. This is absolutely remarkable to see right here.
What in the world's going on? We're gonna be seeing another double FC. These two players. Logan with a 991. Arcad's 984 is also really impressive. But wow, 200s to 27. That's literally lower than 20% rather. Or 25. I'm not sure how the math works, but I think it's lower than 20% of what Arcade got.
Oh my goodness. Logan, I mean, if you just include the 200s, that 300s was actually pretty close. However, that is very, very impressive by both players. But as it stands right now, it is going to be 3-2 in favor of Logan636 right now. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely close right here. It's really, really impressive to see.
That's true.
And Arcade gonna go with his Protect. I believe it was...
I forgot what the Protect was.
I think it was Super Reactor, if I remember correctly.
I'm trying to remember. Wait, was it Super? I'm pretty sure it was in August. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was in August. All right, so probably Super Reactor,
it was.
I guess.
Yeah, it was Super Reactor. Hybrid 2 is the pick for Arcade. And the referee is going with over with Arcade. Just make sure that it is Super Reactor. Yes, it is going to be Super Reactor. I believe it's also another smart pick for Arcade. Going with his Protect. But this is going to be interesting here to see how these two players will play Super Reactor. This is a 3-minute 12-second map for Hybrid. This is one of the long hybrid maps we see here. A bit different from Hybrid 3 BNK, which was chosen by Logan. With 152 BPM and OD of 8, and both of these players are already going straight into the map. I mean, to be fair, it did kind of take a while considering the referee did kind of got slightly confused, but you know, it's just to make sure that it is actually Super Reactor and not like some other map that Arcade probably picked, you know?
I just saw that like a while ago Logan was holding 100%, but now look at these accuracies. They're like exactly the same. I haven't seen a miss from either of these two players on the actual maps, by the way.
And both players
almost there.
Both players with the 200. We did see the 200s and that 100 from Logan, but so far neither of these players have actually break going into this 6th map of this match right here in this best of 11 right now. And the lead is also flickering, not to mention about that.
Yep, I think Logan has a 0.05% lead right now. That is important. But like what Logan said in the chat, Arcade is giving no room to breathe for Logan. Yeah, I stole that line from Logan in the chat. But it's actually, it's essentially what's happening right now.
Both of these players performing very well on these bursts right here. Oh, it's just remarkable. How are these players still holding? How are these players holding a 99.7% accuracy in this map after not breaking? This is honestly so incredible to see here. My goodness!
God. Oh my god, it's so close. Logan did increase attack a while ago, but it's like slowly dropping. Arcat is increasing that. But at the same time, Logan is also right up there. No drops yet from either player. Literally, and how do I even say this? They're both popping off. Oh, that's a 200. Oh my god, it's gonna make it even closer right now.
But it did kind of hurt Logan's accuracy just a bit more, giving Arcat an opportunity to slightly catch up in terms of accuracy right here. And as we are already near the halfway point right here, it is very interesting to see both players, regarding with their own personal obstacles, they are performing super well right here. We are getting into this long nose section right here. This should slightly favor Logan.
I don't know. Let's see who's gonna drop first. Is it gonna be Arcat or Logan? It doesn't look like no one is gonna be the answer. They're both. Okay, Arcat is increasing that, but I saw 200. That is very unfortunate. Who is going to take it? Who will be the first to drop? We do not have an answer now, but there's still time to figure it out.
But I mean, we are near the last quarter of the map right here. Arcat did drop a slight 200. I think I just saw another 200 being dropped on Logan. Oh, another 200 being dropped on Logan.
Who has that advantage? Oh my god, it's so close.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, wait. Logan has the advantage right now, but it's so close. 99.76 and 99.74.
Oh my goodness.
It's here. Will it be Arcat or Logan? I think Logan got this.
Logan.
Who's gonna take it? This Ellen part.
Oh my god. What the heck?
That's a 300 difference.
Under dream.
Logan got 1 more than that. Arcat, and that's what decided it.
Oh my goodness! What did we
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness! Wait! Let's just take a deep breath here. It just seems like throughout the first 3 quarters of the map, throughout almost the entire match, it was literally anyone's game right here. But towards like the second quarter to the third quarter, Logan did have the slight advantage with Arcat dropping sub 200s, but it was the final part. Despite all these bursts that are coming in, Arcat just performed slightly better on that part, and Logan unfortunately dropping just 1 more 200. That was a difference maker right there. Like,
I shouted so loud that I got scolded because my sister's having her classes right now. That's how intense this match is.
Yeah, that was a close call from Arcat. Logan absolutely put Arcat to the limit right here, and yet despite that, we are 6 maps in with neither of these players breaking. Just think about this. When was the last time that we have seen... Okay. I was going to say, when was the last time that we have seen a match that is high profiled right here, that neither of these players have break throughout the first half of this match in general? Like, this is something you don't hear from like most matches in like say in any OSA match regardless of mode. But as I need to stop talking with my analysis, we are going into Rice 5 breaking rules.
Okay, I can see the logic behind this. Because you really want to save your Ellen pick for later, alright? And considering that you can win Arcat's picks with the very slightest of margins, then I'm totally okay with this. Considering that this is a physicality choice, I think Logan has the advantage and Arcat is going to fall off. I do think that's going to be the case, but we'll have to see how this one pans out.
I mean, this isn't too physical from Sparky's analysis. So I do feel like I wouldn't want to really count out Arcat, or wouldn't like say he has like Arcat has like say 10-20% chance of winning. I do think it's like a 40-60 percent chance, and slightly in favor of Logan. But so far we do see Arcat is still holding on to his own against Logan right here.
It's true. Okay, they're both dropping the tornado at the same rate. These rolls, I don't know who's benefiting from that. And it's already a deadlock right now, but Arcat is gonna have a minor lead with a 0.10 advantage. That's a 100 and it's awarded from Logan. That is unfortunate. But any drops from Arcat will essentially cancel out every single drop that happened. I believe the nerves are already kicking in for both players, given that it's just a best of 3 game right now.
It's a best of 5 first-to-3 game right now for these players, as we are getting into the second half of this map in slight favor of Arcat with the accuracy advantage as well. This is something that I don't see too much of Arcat when typically he would...
Give me a moment. Give us a moment.
Yeah.
Arcat is dropping. Oh man, Arcat dropping that act really fast. Logan's trying to increase it, but
I mean, both players were dropping 200s, but Arcat was dropping just 1, 2, 3 more 200s than Logan, but it's still in a lead in favor for Arcat, but the ending is no easy either.
Here we go, here's the ending. This is the last chance for Logan to take a point. I don't think it's gonna happen though. There's like barely anything left. Oh my god, is it gonna be a break point? I think it's a break point.
Is this going to be a break point? We will have our first break point in this match in favor of Arcat.
It was this burst that killed it. Those bursts killed it. If without those 100s, I think Logan wins this, given the ratio advantage. But
oh my goodness.
Here's the thing. Yes, there's one more SV pick left. That's true. But that's essentially, in my opinion, the only safe pick Arcat has. Because you saw the rest of the Rice picks and you're thinking, wait a minute, Logan can catch up on those.
Yeah, that is true, but this will guarantee Arcat into playing 3 maps to go. But I mean, considering Arcat also has a pick that he could choose, I mean,
wait a minute, what?
Oh my goodness, Arcat's going to risk it.
I don't know what to feel about this.
I mean, Arcat, I can see why. Arcat's going to go with the SV as like the final blow, assuming if he is able to take this point from Logan. Oh my goodness, but I would give Arcat credit for actually going with the risk right here with Rice 6. But, you know, this is going to be a very interesting decision to see how well Arcat performs. And you can see from the chat, they are somewhat confused with this decision behind Arcat. They would expect him to go with SB to make sure that he would have the advantage, but can we just not ignore the fact that neither of these players have break in 7 maps?
I know, right? How is it possible? These two are absolutely performing insane. And of course, Logan, you gotta turn off your auto, am I right? Logan, stop the auto. Please.
Oh,
wait, we're not gonna stop comment. Okay, there we go. I don't know, but something tells me that this pick might backfire. We did see Logan's break-in rules backfire, and this one might not be not an exception. Why? It's because I think Logan is really good at act stuff. In terms of at least a standpoint in that area, I think Logan has the advantage. But who is more consistent? I would say it's Arcat. And there we go.
Oh, we see the burst, and which has been Logan's issue throughout this match. Oh, wait a minute.
I think that's client. It's gotta be client, right?
Oh, yeah, it's a client issue.
And right now, Logan's increasing that ratio faster than Arcat is. Though it's really scary at this point because you're essentially forced to FC with increasing that act. Either you sacrifice your accuracy for the FC or you sacrifice the FC for your act. And which one you could suffer more? Definitely missing. And right now, oh my god. Oh my god, it's so close. Holy shit.
It's super close right here. Oh my goodness, we have my first ring of this match right here.
First miss. Can Arcade hold up to the full combo though?
Arcade with the opportunity.
Arcade has the opportunity right now. Look at another drop. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Arcade
I can see why Arcade chose this now. But we'll have to see who has the better ratio to fully see the big picture.
Oh my goodness.
Did Arcade win based on the misses? We'll have to see.
But I mean, regardless of that, that is a huge game changer right here. Arcade will win. Rice 6.
Oh man, even the ratio would have gone to Arcade, and yet 5-3. 5-3.
Arcade with the opportunity to with one more match to go.
Logan has to pick Ellen. No other choice than right now.
No, but even regardless of it, Logan's gonna have to go through Ellen and SV no matter what the order is. Arcade isn't going to give any pity to Logan.
I wonder what Happy Melody is. I think that's the Ellen that's remaining.
Yeah, it is LM1. It's the shortest LM map that is left available. But I mean, we do see that just like last week, Arcade is capable of able to perform very well on LN.
And Logan has no score on this. Oh my god.
No, Arcade. It's Arcade. Arcade has no score on this.
Well, we'll have to see. I want to see a tiebreaker in this match.
I mean, that's all going to depend if Arcade is going to lose on perhaps his strongest point in his strongest strength in so far in this tournament. And I mean, I'm going to be honest, saying Arcade losing on an SV pick is like saying I am number 1 in Osamania right now. So that's like not even going to happen.
Here we go. I think this pick will help Logan. This pick definitely is the emergency pick. I can see why you would choose this last.
Here we go.
Oh my god, Logan with a bad start, but I think that's gonna cancel out.
I mean, we are going
it's still at the very start. And we did see Arcade dropping some 200s here and there. So, with that in mind, can this be cancelled soon enough? I think so. Oh, Arcade! Oh my god.
Not to mention, but this throughout 8 maps, Arcade has been incapable of breaking, especially after those 200s that we're seeing from Arcade. It is honestly incredible to see, regardless of whether Arcade wins or not. But I mean, Logan, on the other hand, is just like last week, gave Sun Apple a run for. I mean, like Sun Apple gave Arcade a run for his money, but right now the lead is slightly in favor of Arcade right now. This is something, I mean, both of these players aren't aware, but to us, this is something that we don't want to see. And I believe even for Logan standards, this is something that he doesn't want to see. He needs to really improve on his accuracy. And
that's a huge blow! Arcade's gonna take the lead now.
Arcade will finally find a break after 8 maps. We'll find a break on this 9th map on this match.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Logan onto the FC. That is essentially needed. You absolutely cannot miss here. Logan has to hold on. Play it perfection. No!
Oh my goodness.
Will Arcade continue? Will Arcade hold on? There's still 1,000 points more.
There's not enough time. Oh my god!
Wait a minute. Let's see who's gonna win it.
Can Arcade hold on? No!
Logan wins seconds up the map.
Oh my
miracle! A miracle has been called. Logan is still on the board. Their tournament's still alive.
But no!
Oh my god, their winner's bracket run is still alive!
No, but Arcade is gonna go with SP2. Arcade has to go with SP2. I would be really surprised if Arcat has decided to go with something that is not SB2. I mean, come on, Arcat, just say it to get it out of the way. You're not going to pick Hybrid 1. You're not going to pick Rice 1. Just go with
wait. You gotta be quiet. I'm waxing our hair off. Alright, so... Can I just say this at a commentary? Send proof, please. Send us the proof. I'm just joking. Send proof. Okay. I will pay for the wax out, everyone. I will be the sponsor for the wax.
Out of like this, I knew it. Arcat's going with SB2. It's like saying Arcat is not going to pick, and saying Arcat's not going to pick SB2 is like saying, I couldn't even come up with like some ridiculous example, which also proves why it would be really stupid of Arcat if he chooses something other than SB. Like, it's just no way. But as it stands right here, that's going to be...
Damn. We'll have to see how this one goes. Would this really be a smart pick? I kind of wonder.
I mean...
both of these players are good at SV.
But I mean, Logan is a very good SV player, as we see in SB1. But when we're talking about Arcat, we're talking about a legend, someone who is doing the SB helper / consultant in the upcoming 4K MWC this year. So when we're thinking about SBs, one of the first players that I would personally think would come to mind is definitely Arcat. And
I agree. Both of these players are, in my opinion, good enough for MWC, but we'll have to see if this map will be the killer, which I don't think so, actually. I want to see a tiebreaker.
We both want to see a tiebreaker. I mean, we did have the opportunity last week, but Arcat was able to hold off on Apple.
That's true. Wait, Arcat is squatting this right now. Oh my god, Logan drops to 200. That is not good. Look at them just squatting it. What in the world am I seeing?
Oh my goodness, this is starting to become somewhat close right now. Oh my goodness, both of these players are squatting right now.
Oh my
gosh.
Both of these players are just squatting. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you cannot quad this one. Okay, that's 200s.
200s from Logan, but how will Arcat will do with those teleport streams right here? And it's going to be very Arcat, and we will find a break from Logan.
I think that should seal the deal, but it's still too early to say that.
I mean, this is just like what Sparky's analysis is. I mean, this is really by far even difficult SD map here. And I now know why Sparky had anticipated we would be seeing a lot of bans. But it is quite surprising to see that Logan hasn't went with the SV ban. But I mean, like you said,
I don't really know if that was I think it's kind of understandable. Like SV, I think you want to avoid the SV to make your opponent think that, oh wait, this person actually practiced the SV, and that's why I'm thinking probably that was a good choice.
I mean, I don't really like it. I mean, especially if you're doing your research on your opponents, like based on like their strong skill sets. I mean, Logan is holding a 97%, which is very good. But my goodness, we are seeing the excellence of how Arcat is playing. Even though we did see Arcat drop a 200 right there, that is not even going to matter. Because, oh my goodness, we are here.
It was such a close match. Very unfortunate that it's led to this.
I mean,
Arcat absolutely deserved this win, and like, for the players who's gonna face Logan in the next week, you do not want to face them.
Yeah.
Like, this is absolutely an amazing performance.
Yeah, it's a super incredible performance as we see here. And that is going to be it. Your winner for the winners semifinals match and advancing to the winners finals and will guarantee themselves a podium finish is going to be Arcat from the Philippines. And it was an incredible
that was
job.
really close. Oh my god. I was not expecting these two players to absolutely perform amazing.
Yep, and
That was one of the best matches I've ever seen. Maybe even the best match I've ever seen.
it was, but I was, it kind of gives me that question of what happens if Logan actually banned. Well, especially with SV2, maybe it would have forced Arcat to play out of his comfort zone to pick with Rice 1 or Hybrid 1 or any other map that's left standing. But I would appreciate the risk that Logan is trying to take. But even from from some perspective, that might have been not the smartest decision you would have picked, especially with Arcat. But I mean, that's just my analysis. I could be 100% wrong, but regardless.
I mean, at the end of the day, I can understand both sides. So it was understandable. Like, looking at it, I can see why breaking rules was chosen. I can see why SV wasn't banned. So it was alright. At the end of the day, these two players did amazing.
Yeah, they did absolutely amazing. It was Rice 5 that breaking rules, a physicality map which slightly favored Logan just a bit, was given to Arcat. Arcat's consistency, I mean, I've already said this many times, it's just on top level, but if there's anything from what I've learned from this match, Arcat's going to be one of the top players to watch heading into the finals week. Arcat is a strong candidate to win.
That's true, but again, Logan I think is also a very strong candidate to win. Both of these players absolutely performing out of their minds.
Yeah, and as it stands, Logan will be moving down to the losers bracket match, taking on either the winners of either Frostnote, Neon Dracon, or GLEO or Sky. Arcat will be moving on to the winners finals to take on either the number 2 seed Anar or the 30th seed Survey, who's just been on an absolutely incredible run, coming from a 30th seed of all things considered.
Well, I guess that's it. But like again, to Logan, your run is not over, and to Arcat, congratulations on moving on to finals week.
Alrighty, Sun Apple, it's like 3 a.m. for Sun Apple, so I will do the conclusion if you don't mind. Alrighty. So first off, thank you to Sileska Els for casting with me right now. Thank you for Sun Apple for streaming this match. Congratulations for Arcat for the podium finish. And well, Logan, it was an incredible, valiant effort. And best of luck to you in the losers finals as you will try to fight your way into the losers grand finals against the loser of the winners finals. Coming up next in the matches, we will have Frostnote taking on the Undercode in 4 hours. That's going to be an interesting match. And then an hour later, we will have Lurk versus Gerard Pog, with the winner of that match we'll take on Sun Apple. And yeah, that is just going to be it. I am Horgus Grave. We will see you guys in 4 hours. Take care.